Japan holiday. This was actually kind of supposed to be our trip before Japan.
We're back today to record a video for our replacement trip. We were supposed to be going to Japan in less than 2 weeks from now. However, due to tight restrictions still in the country, they've disabled tourist visas. So unfortunately we won't be going in 2020, and we've changed our plans to still carry out a holiday much closer to home up in Scotland.
I was going to do a drum roll, sorry.
What we'll be doing is we'll be driving to Inverness, going up to Skye from Inverness, and then from Skye we'll be following the route NC500.
The route NC500.
I was going to say Route 66.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
We'll be travelling the NC500 route, following all the way back to Inverness, and then we'll be kind of doing a side track.
Side mission?
Yeah.
Yeah. A side mission.
We'll be doing a side mission, as Emma likes to call it, as we've now learned. We'll be going over to the Cairngorms. We'll be then travelling from the Cairngorms back to Glasgow.
We're away for, at this point in time, 13 days/nights. I think we have a good amount of time.
Yeah,
like we're
not rushing it.
We're pretty well paced every day. Obviously in the Sky will be completely different because it's not,
it's so not, spread out.
It's not the same. It is spread out. People think it's like an island is really close, but because it's single track country roads, like you don't really go anywhere fast.
We've booked some Airbnbs, we've booked some hotels, and we've also booked some camping sites. This is our first time camping together.
Yay.
So we've bought some equipment to
really basic stuff.
Go and do a couple of nights camping where we felt the accommodation was either really expensive or
non-existent.
Non-existent, and that was really due to being such last minute because we were waiting on what was happening with Japan. We've always wanted to do the NC500, so this is our chance to do it while this world is in the current state it is today.
I've been camping once, you've been camping probably a few more times than I have.
Yeah, a long time ago. Obviously we have both had a little bit of experience.
Tiny bit.
Less than myself. We did do a trial run in the back garden last night. It was extremely windy.
Yeah, chucking it down with rain.
And raining as well. But we survived the night. Yeah, as Emma says, we've picked up some basic necessities for camping that we felt were necessary.
It's probably worthwhile mentioning as well that you are allowed to wild camp, but we're first timers, so it's just baby steps here.
First time for everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just baby steps though, like let's go for
a couple of nights.
So yeah, I think we're 4 nights in total. We're probably going to do a first time camping haul thing because no one really tells you what you need. Like there's the obvious things like your tent, your sleeping bags, but it's like all the like little accessories and stuff like that as well that go with it. But then like we're not cooking on this trip, so we don't need any like cookery stuff or anything like that. Like we'll just eat wherever we can and we'll take snacks, so that like cuts down a whole lot of like stuff.
The reason behind that is more so that we're not spending more than what we want to. Also limiting the need to have all these other accessories that may well be only a kind of one-time
we use it once.
Not saying that this is the only camping trip that we're going to do. We've got the stuff now, so obviously if we enjoy it, we certainly will be looking at doing, more weekends, just getting away.
We have a lot of stuff, and we only just found out how to lower...
I was just about to say that.
Lower the floor of our boot in the car. We've had that car for like over a year. Nearly 2 years. We've only just figured that out. I think we're quite prepared. The only thing we're really not taking is food. Literally everything else I think we have. I think we're covered. Oh, midges. Midges shouldn't really be a thing, so fingers crossed. But it might be very cold, very windy and very rainy. So we literally...
last night.
Yeah, we literally need to pack for all 4 seasons.
Yeah, pretty much.
just as well we don't have a luggage allowance.
We will have a couple of different kind of activities, some hiking involved in our trip.
A lot of hiking, Drew. It's a lot of hiking.
Some outdoor adventures.
We won't say what those are yet. This is top secret. Side mission.
Who do you think you are? Kim Possible?
Oh, yes! You can be Ron Stoppable. Or you could be Wade. You could be the little guy at the computer. Or would you rather be Rufus, the little naked mole rat? No. That's what Mally could be. We have our own car, and there was a reason we didn't get a camper van. Because we have our own car, number one. We don't need to pay twice for a vehicle, right?
Costs.
Number two, they're very expensive, very, very expensive. 3, I personally would want one with a shower and a toilet, because not all campsites, because of the current condition, are letting you in if you don't have those facilities on board. That's another reason we had to like just pick campsites, because not all of their facilities are open.
And campsites are only just kind of opening up their facilities again. I
can't wait to go. Like, we just need a break. Like, in all honesty, we were looking at going abroad, but with the changes of the rules, like...
Constantly, like...
Literally constantly.
You don't know what, like, the circumstances are going to be when you actually go to fly.
I don't think it's not going to be busy. I think it will be
I think it will be quite busy, yeah.
We do kind of overlap with school holidays, I think. But the thing is, that whole part of Scotland can be really, really remote, so we're hoping that we're not going to run into too many people.
Did you say run in or run down?
Well,
a bit of both.
A bit of both. It's gonna be interesting. So this trip is probably going to be quite dedicated to seeing and photography and videography, stuff like that, like testing out, because we've obviously got this new camera. We have the drone. To be honest, we haven't really used the drone a hell of a lot.
Well, we haven't used a drone at all this year.
Yeah, we've been so busy.
As well as like restrictions and stuff like that that's been in place, like you haven't been able to get out to Loch Lomond, and when obviously restrictions were lifted, everyone was trying to get out to these places, so we've kind of tried to avoid them as much as possible, just for the sake of kind of being safe, as well as we know it's going to be overcrowded. So we've got this trip coming up so we can get as much use with all our equipment.
Touch wood, it's not really windy.
Trial out the new camera. So we've had the drone for nearly 2 years now. We have had a chance to fly that. We've had experience with it as well. We are getting better with it.
Yeah, it's just
as well.
Been like this year has just goodbye.
More drone footage is what we're looking to get.
Yeah.
More videography.
We've been doing a lot of research as well, like into the history of places, because not a lot of places might be open, like museums and stuff like that. So, you know, we want to get a feel for that kind of side as well, because it's Scotland. Like, it's
historical.
Freaking historic as heck. Yeah, so we're really trying to take a focus on, I feel like the director here, like a really narrative focus on the videos that will come eventually. I can already tell you right now that won't happen quickly. Like, there's like a certain pacing and stuff like that, like I have in mind, because you don't really edit the videos like I do. But you need to learn, and I think like this might be like a really good chance. Maybe try some different techniques. Like, you're gonna have like different ideas as well. To me, like,
I was doing more when we first started, I think, of kind of being drawn away from it.
We won't tell you like exactly where we're staying along the way. I think we'll save that until either we do, obviously, like we'll be updating on Instagram mostly when we have service or Wi-Fi, right? Because I'm expecting to have nothing past Kyle or Couch.
Yeah, well, depending on obviously provider.
We might do like a packing video where we like show you everything that we're taking at some point. We'll show you the camping haul. That'll probably when we get back. That I'll edit that, or maybe I'll edit it on the road and then it'll be up like a couple of weeks time. If you want to know like how we planned this trip, we have like some really good resources that we'd be willing to share, so please let us know if you do want to know how to do planning an NC500 trip, or you know what else you could possibly incorporate into an NC500 road trip, because there is so much. There's so many ways you could take it. Yeah, so we might do some like more videos on the NC500, etc, etc. After we come back, we'll probably review all our accommodation and how much we paid, do we think it's worth it, blah blah blah, once we're there, because we're not doing a whole series out of this like we did for Planning. So this should be very interesting for us anyway. It's an experience. We don't know if we don't try.
Exactly.
We'll see you in
A couple of weeks.
enjoy. Follow us on Instagram if you want to see live updates.
Good day, good afternoon, and good night.
What is that from?
I don't know.
From? That's from a movie. I swear to God, it's from a movie.
I was just saying that because
Good day, good afternoon, good night.
probably like, I'm gonna say like Johnny English or like Bruce Almighty maybe.
Maybe this kind of sounds like something Morgan Freeman would say.
Yeah.
Why did you say bye, Troy? You haven't really said
Bye.
Bye. Bye, China.
Do, do, do.